Okay, so just one slight modification in the practice problems I want to have you do today. I am going to give you not the slope and one of the points. What I'm going to give you are 2 points. And that's not a huge problem because if I give you 2 points, you can definitely find the slope, right? So if you look at this, we can see our y value, and I can write down the change in my y's. I'm just going to write negative 7 minus a 1. That is this y value minus this y value. And I'm going to do the same thing for my x's in the denominator, right? My change in my x's, and I'm going to go in the exact same pattern. I've got in my denominator, I'm going to write negative 5 minus 5, right? And I have to be careful. If these were negative, I'd have to have the minus the negative part. But you can see I'm just going negative 7 minus 1 over negative 5 minus 5. That numerator ends up being the number negative 8. That denominator ends up being the number negative 10. Because they're both negative, I know that my slope is positive. It's up 8 over 10 units. There's definitely a giant 1 lurking in there in the form of 2 over 2. So this is equivalent to up 4 over 5. So I now know SLOPE. I know my slope parameter is 4/5. But my y-intercept parameter I still do not know, right? I don't know that. However, here's what we're talking about today. I can write y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to plug into this my slope parameter, right? I'm going to plug in my 4/5, and I'm also going to plug in the x and y from either one of the points I have, and it doesn't matter which point. I'm going to choose this second point. So in this second point, you can see I've got an x value of 5, and I've got a y value of 1, so that's my x and this is my y. So if I start plugging these things in, first of all, I'm going to plug in my slope parameter 4/5. Then I'm going to plug in my value of x, which is 5. I'm just carefully reading it. It's this first coordinate. I'm plugging in my 5. Over here, this is going to equal the y value for my coordinate that I know. And you can see the only thing that's left, I have this equation in which the only thing I don't know is my other parameter. I don't know my y-intercept parameter. So I'm just going to solve this thing for b. And it's not difficult to do, right? 4/5 times 5 ends up being 4. So this is 1 equals 4 plus b. If I take away 4 from both sides, I get negative 3 is b. So this is amazing, right? If you think about it, at this point, what do I know? I know both of my parameters. I know my slope parameter is 4/5. That's the rise over run from my 2 points. And using that slope parameter in one of my points, I was able to figure out exactly my value of b, which is negative 3. So now I know both parameters, and because I know both parameters, I can write the equation of this line. The equation of this line is y is equal to 4/5 times x minus 3. One other bit of advice. Once you've got that written down, it's always worth it. You'll never be disappointed. If you take your x values, plug them in, and make sure you're getting the correct y's. So if I look at my 2 original points, this first point says if I put in negative 5, I better get out negative 7. And yeah, if I put negative 5 in there, this is going to become 4/5 times, in this case, negative 5 minus 3. 4/5 times negative 5 is going to be a negative 4, and negative 4 minus 3 is exactly 7. So that gives me exactly the value I want. It produces an output of 7. The other thing that I'm concerned with is if I put in the value of 5, do I get 1? So 4/5 times 5 minus 3. Well, 4/5 times 5 is the number 1, and nope, 4/5. Let's do that again. 4/5 times 5 is the number 4, and 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3 is indeed the 1. So it's nice to have this equation, right? But if this equation's not behaving the right way, if it's not giving me the right y value when I give it a particular x value, it's not giving me this correct y value when I give it this x value, it's a problem. And you can see in this case, it's giving me both. It's giving me the correct x and y. So I'm pretty sure that's my equation, and I can go ahead and write that thing down.